All right, y'all. We are back with the next panel. This is anime's worst Twitter takes.
Yo.
What's going on, y'all?
What's going on?
How's everybody doing?
Yeah, let me go ahead and pull these up. So y'all just want to go in order? We can just go in order.
Sure, why not?
Well, see why not?
Yeah, why not?
Damn, these is a lot.
There's a whole bunch.
Yeah, you saw that, right?
Yeah.
Now you see it.
I feel like it's more than 23 of these, dog.
I don't know how many it is, but it's a good bit.
All right. We're going to start all the way from the top. So,
all right.
First one we got, we're going to do it like this. I'm going to take another.
Scroll up now. This shit take forever. Right, there we go. I don't even think we need to read the first one. The first one.
Yeah, let's skip the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, the first one.
Skip the first one? All right.
Yeah. No, that would only make sense.
Bit by bit.
Well, why you doing that? I guess
Nah, I was just making a way so that we can show it.
Right. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and start the introductions and stuff while you do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got it. Okay. Well, all right. What's up, everybody? ANITUBE CON 2020 in the building. Yeah, we're here for our next panel, Anime Twitter's Works Takes. As we all know, there are a lot of topics on the internet that we all see on Twitter and other various social media platforms that makes no sense.
Yeah, we just ignore them. Try to.
Yeah, you're right. You know those ones that you ignore that you be like, and then they got those ones that trigger everybody in the community. Yeah, so we're going to be discussing them. Before we get into the discussion today, I want everybody to know about the charities we do have. We do have the Black Lives Matter charities as well as the COVID-19 charities in the links below. So make sure to go click on those if you want to donate. If you don't want to donate or you can't, if you know somebody who may, please share that out to them. Also, subscribe to the channel and like the stream. So, to get into the introductions, I am JD from Take Games Network and the Hunters Association. We have JC from the YouTube channel, Always Jcarson. We have Danchou from Danchou's Hideouts. We have Lord Aizen. And we also have Baby Neptune.
No. That's my
name. Oh, well, yeah, forget I said it. Don't even worry about that.
I mean, you know what?
Yeah, technically, don't even worry about that one.
He's in
Don't worry about my alter ego, y'all.
Yeah, that's his alter ego. We're gonna forget that. But Lord Aizen, what's some takes we have today that just make us sick?
All right, we're gonna get into this first one right here, which I got pulled up. It's Luffy. Here we go. Boom. Luffy and Katakuri had the best dynamic between two characters in One Piece.
That's just stupid too.
Like I don't. I'm trying to figure out what the dynamic is.
I mean,
are we talking about like a villain and hero?
But like
dynamic
in all of One Piece.
Is Katakuri really a villain? He's just like
he's an antagonist.
Yeah,
he's an antagonist,
but like a villain would be like Blackbeard or a Kindness in One Piece. Katakuri is just like the underling of somebody that you fight before you get to the final boss. Like he's not really a villain. I don't know. It's a bit weird.
I mean, because I think people get the term dynamic confused. Like they automatically think dynamic means like it has to be a clash. Mm-hmm. Like, for you to say that Katakuri and Luffy have the best dynamic, so you're telling me that it's a better dynamic than Luffy and Shanks?
Yeah.
Or Luffy and Zoro, or Luffy and
Usopp, or
like you're telling me it's better than all of these things that we've seen for hundreds of chapters? Come on.
I guess
they looked at the fight and they like the fight, so they're like, you know what? That's the best dynamic of this fight. You know, Luffy got bodied the entire fight. I didn't get into that.
So
rocket fuel, all of that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, so we all agree this one is stupid, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What we got? What's
next?
We're
gonna go to the next one, and I'm gonna pull it up for them. We got this. This one is Luffy's a wannabe Goku, dude. He is hot trash. I mean, first of all, he needs like a comma there because that didn't make no sense. I was trying to read it the first time. Luffy is a wannabe Goku, comma, dude is hot trash. There you go.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so Luffy is a wannabe Goku, comma, he's
dude hot trash. Yeah.
Oh, I'm a Luffy fan, but like,
obviously he's a Luffy fan.
I mean, but like. I'm saying I'm not like a huge fan of Luffy, but like he's not trash, dude. He fits One Piece very well.
Right.
Very well.
I mean, like I don't know why people say it's like a lot of characters they're inspired by somewhat other characters or inspired from the same inspiration, in which Son Goku is Sun Wukong itself is a big inspiration for these characters because he plays the role of he's the one character who's going up against all these gods, all these big powers, and he has to take them down. And he was betrayed in his life and all this other, and it just plays very well within shonen in general, like a character with that standpoint. So
I'm trying to get where this take is coming from. He's trying to say because Luffy like sees a Yonko and says, "I need to fight this person." Like, he's trying to say Luffy's a Saiyan. He's trying to say he's a Saiyan or something. He wants to go fight him.
What are you saying?
They see a dude who likes to fight everything that has friends that eats a lot, and it's Goku.
Yeah, there we go. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Automatically Goku. That's all it is.
All right, we gonna see. So this next one is
even
WWE is a redneck anime.
What is WWE?
I don't even know what that means.
Land.
Right.
What does that know what that even means?
No, I mean, isn't that the wrestling?
WWE?
Yeah,
wrestling.
Wrestling.
Yeah, he says it's a redneck anime.
He wanted some attention. I'm not sure why he wanted that attention.
That's just stupid.
I don't know why he wanted this attention. But
this is what happens when you.
I don't know what it means.
This is what happens when you watch Baki and Kengan Ashura as your only two enemies.
Both of them are great, by the way.
Yeah, they're both great, but you think anime is just slamming niggas.
Yeah, he saw this is the WWE. Yes, makes sense.
All righty. Next. That one didn't even make sense.
Avatar: The Last Airbender, Boondocks, and Teen Titans are animes. Teen Titans?
Yeah,
I mean, if we want to look at it, I mean, it's an animation. It is a cartoon. The only difference when we say anime, come on,
you're trying.
I'm trying to help him out.
We don't say these.
Avatar: The Last Airbender is anime, like it kind of is
inspired. It's heavily inspired.
Anime,
I mean, it's good enough. I would call it an.
You could damn near do it for Boondocks since they stole the fighting sequence from Naruto.
Yeah, I mean,
and Cowboy Bebop.
Like,
took that one too.
They did.
Man.
Give me a little bit. I mean, I agree with my guy right here. Worst takes, I'm on the worst take side. Like, you know what? I'll give it to you. They're good enough for me.
JC, give it up. That's what I'll give it. I'll give you one.
Start doing thumbs up and thumbs down.
Like, thumbs up. Right. Give me that one, guy. I love all three of those.
As great as the series of Seven Deadly Sins is, it doesn't change that Meliodas is technically a groomer.
What are you talking about?
I think like another thing people seem to forget is like, okay, this age dynamic that you guys are talking about, like in certain series or in certain cases they don't apply. Like we're not even talking about people who are technically human. We're talking about someone who looks like he's 12 and he's 3,000 years old to begin with. And he's technically fell in love with the reincarnated version of his girlfriend because they're cursed for the past 3,000 years. So like, it doesn't matter what he does. She's going to find him. Like, and that's shown in like one of the backstories that they give, I think in anime when he's explaining, and they show like, when he met the first version of her, the second version of her, there was a version where she never remembered at all. She just died at old age. And like there are multiple other versions of her where like she remembered at a super young age and then she died 3 days later. So it's like, I don't know. I think he just has like this mentality that if he meets her, he's going to protect her anyways. So, I mean, but she's bound to die at some point. I don't know.
I think that's what happens when you just don't understand the story of the series.
Or you just read like a section of it. You're like,
read, but I like looking at pictures though.
Right.
And I think it's also a matter of letting the TL influence you, where you've read it and then somehow you're seeing a whole bunch of people on Twitter talk shit about it, so now you're following the trend. It happens. I see people do it all the time.
Yeah. All right. What we got next?
All right. So next one is, pull this up. Next one is Attack on Titan is straight dumpster juice.
What you
got? We even need to discuss this one, or do we just?
I was just like,
or do we like just move on?
That like,
I just
who the hell types out dumpster juice in the first place? We go.
Who types out dumpster juice? I don't even know what to.
Kenshiro can beat Goku. Goku can't breathe in space, so he kills himself.
Depends on what you're looking at, because he's fighting Beerus and whatever space.
I'm about to say,
I'm about to say,
fighting space against
some people. Some people say that he was fighting because, like, there's a point in the atmosphere where there's still air out there.
It's so little oxygen.
Yeah,
that's still very little oxygen.
I mean, we talk about niggas who like super powered up, but it's just like there's a point where you're technically in space, but it's still an atmosphere. I guess if you want to use that, but I don't know, because it's kind of weird because he fights Beerus like that.
And then Goku, not thinking like that.
And then Goku,
he probably was not.
Yeah, but it's like
they should have been, but somebody should have said something. But
the mangaka's not thinking like that. The mangaka knows these niggas in space. He drew he drew a black space with white dots. Them motherfuckers in space.
It's kind of funny though, because like you go to the resurrection arc of Frieza afterwards, and them niggas die because that nigga Vegeta can't breathe in space after the planet blew up, so he just died.
Yeah, right after. Like, we're gonna fix this right now.
I don't know.
But this take,
Bakugo is annoying. I love him, but not only is he holding himself back by being jealous of Deku, he keeps attacking Deku for improving. When, like All Might said, they won't improve at the same rate because Deku is coming up from zero, and Deku was already at 100.
Well, I mean,
what?
Wait, what? Deku was already at 100.
They said the All Might quote wrong, but I agree.
Was already at 100, but y'all know what I mean. All right.
But I agree. That's a bad take. I
can't disagree with that.
I was trying to figure out the context of it.
The one thing. I'm gonna put these cameras back on real quick. One thing is that, me and some friends have a theory about Bakugo, and it's that nitroglycerin actually like extremely lowers your blood pressure if you have it in your body, and some people don't have natural counteractants to their quirk. Mm-hmm. And if you notice that his mom and him are both extremely angry, and glycerin lowers your blood pressure. So the only logical conclusion, biologically wise, is that they're naturally stressed and angry all the time to keep their blood pressure up.
If they thought that far into it, then I'll be shocked.
Yo, like
if they thought that far into it,
I wouldn't be shocked if Horikoshi thought that. I wouldn't be shocked if Horikoshi thought that far into it because I've seen him, because we've seen him do similar things like that, but on a smaller platform. I feel like off the top of my head, but like to the point of, though, if he hasn't mentioned it yet. That point and that take still stands. Like, you get what I'm saying? If you haven't made that point yet in the manga, then that, to me, that take still stands because it's the truth.
Find it real interesting that like it connects so well, and the fact that both of him and his mom have glycerin, and that will lower your blood pressure, and then his father is a perfectly abnormal dude who's like just calm as hell, and he just has like the acid, like the explosive acid.
I understand, yeah, and that makes sense. But what I'm saying is, though, for Horikoshi not to implement it in the manga, You can't look at people crazy for them having that opinion, because even if you say he's always angry and high stress, that don't mean you got to stress me the hell out. Shut the hell up.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck does that mean? That don't mean you get the right to be an asshole to Deku. That doesn't mean you get the right to not understand where he's coming from. You get what I'm saying? People forget that Bakugo was mad at the fact that Deku had a quirk. They forget he was mad about that shit.
Yeah. Yes, just that little. Yeah, exactly.
And I think it's like it could be a case of both, to where like his personality on top of the fact that he's like naturally going to be angry. Mm-hmm. Because like I know people were trying to counteract me by saying, nah, he just hates Deku because of this and that, and I'm like, bro, he's literally angry at everyone.
Everybody,
like yelling all the time for no reason.
Even when he says something kind of nice, he's still yelling at people.
But people seem to forget how deep it still runs, though. That Deku felt the need to tell Kirishima, you have to reach out to him and say come, because if you reach out to him and say come, he'll say no because of pride. That's a real issue with his character. That's a genuine issue with his character. You can't say that's not. I'm sorry, that's an issue. That Deku had to say that had to be a point made? Come on now.
Yeah.
That's an issue.
Can't disagree.
That's an issue with his character. He has to.
That's part of his character, but that's a different hot take.
That's a take of character writing. That's a take of character writing. But if that person, the person said it though. I think it was a she on that picture. She said, "I love him, but he's annoying." You know what I'm saying? Like, I love him, but he's doing annoying shit.
I don't think he's annoying, honestly. I mean, like, I like the character. Some people.
I don't think he's annoying either. I don't think
he's annoying.
I agree with the annoying part. I think he's annoying, but not on some level of like he's a dislikable character. I think he's annoying on just like of me. I know for a fact me and him would not mesh in the same fucking room type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think none of us are really meshed in the same room with him.
Yeah, but I never make that a thing to go against his character.
You good?
This nigga, I isn't like, hey man,
look,
speak for yourself.
Danchou know my character.
You know mine.
Oh,
me and Bob will be scrapping.
All right, so we're gonna bring up this next one.
All right, what we got?
80s and 90s animes had better storytelling. Today's animes, it has just better animation. Bleach is only slandered because of Fullbring arc and rushed ending. It's still dope piece of work overall. Goku never beat Vegeta. How many takes you got in this one thing?
Wait, is that many?
I'm about to say, the second take don't sound too bad.
Like, yeah, we definitely talked about that yesterday inside of our the
second
Bleach
take
and Burn the Witch expectations and everything. But this 90s, okay, let's start with this. 80s and 90s anime have better storytelling. What do you guys think?
I think it just depends on what you like.
Yeah, what are you watching? Like,
all right. I mean, I know some people that says they just like the way stories and stuff were told during that era compared to now. So I just think it's really just your preference on that.
Mm-hmm. Now, then we have. Oh, go ahead.
No. It's really just preference. That's all I was gonna say, man. It's
Goku never beat Vegeta.
He didn't.
It's kind of like.
What do you mean though?
Yeah, like are we talking about in a 1v1 or?
I mean,
if you in a 1v1, did he? When did he beat him?
Not really.
He never technically beat him, but he did let him win.
Yes,
in one of them, like he definitely let Vegeta win because he could have bodied Vegeta, but
he didn't win. I mean, the guy's not wrong. You're not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
But I mean,
he's not right.
He's not right. But
hold on. I mean, one of those things where like he's not wrong, but he's not right because we're talking about context here, and it's like Vegeta technically admitted that he's losing the race between strength. So it's kind of like
he's talking about fighting though. He didn't lose. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to look at the actual matchups, yes, he's right. Goku has never beaten Vegeta, but we all know, especially the second fight in the Majin Buu arc, Goku let that nigga win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it real.
Vegeta said it though. He said
it. Vegeta said, "You let me win."
Yeah, you gonna let me win? Yeah, he said it.
So you're right, but you're wrong at the same time. But
I'm still saying right.
Yeah, I mean that's what we said. He's right.
We'll give it to you. I'll give you technicality.
I'll give you technicality.
All right, what else we got?
Okay, he actually resent the same one. Let's see. FLCO is only hype because it's weird. What is that? FLCO?
Fully cool.
Fully cool.
I can't respect that. I can't respect that disrespect.
I've never actually seen Fully Cool.
Yeah, I've seen Fully Cool is. It is weird.
I haven't gotten into
it. It is weird, but that's not why it's only good. That's a misconception.
No, it's very. I still haven't figured out Fully Cool. To be honest with you, I'm still trying to figure it out. As many times as I watched it, I don't understand that at all. But I know that I keep watching it because it's great. Every time it comes on, it was on Cartoon Network at night. I'm watching it. So,
yeah,
actually, he might be right. It is weird. I can't figure it out.
All right, so next take we got. Let's see. Blue Exorcist and the Devil's a part-timer are the same fucking thing. Period. All right, next.
Skip all the Monique ones, dog. Skip all the Monique ones. I read them. It's like,
all right, MHA will surpass Naruto and become the greatest anime ever. Wait, when did we decide that Naruto was the greatest anime ever?
Right.
Is that what he said?
When did we decide what the greatest anime ever was?
I say when did anybody ever come together and be like, what is the GOAT anime in general?
Right, exactly. Like, when did we do that?
Because there isn't one.
I'm pretty sure it's a lot of motherfuckers who would say Naruto is not top 5.
And I disagree. Niggas will tell you it is.
Are we talking about just in terms of shonen, or are we talking about anime as a whole?
I mean, anime as a whole is an even tougher thing. But if we were to say shonen, what are we basing top 5 off of? Are we doing overall?
That's why it's hard doing stuff like that.
Are we going story critique? Are we going popularity or sales? Or
I mean, all of that will play a part in it. Popularity, sales, story.
You can't leave Naruto out in popularity. You just can't do it.
Or sales.
Yeah, or sales.
You can't leave it out of sales, impact, popularity. You can't leave it out.
Can't leave it big 3 for a reason.
But My Hero's not going to pass it. I can say that right now.
I think some people really think My Hero is going crazy right now.
Can I be honest with you?
I'm saying.
I think if My Hero was going to surpass Naruto, it would have done it by now, or it would have made a very clear indication that it is, if that makes sense. Because you have to look at Naruto's anime and when it popped up as an anime. You get what I'm saying? And what it did as an impact as an anime. Yeah. My Hero ain't on that way.
I feel like
My Hero ain't there.
A lot of people feel
ain't there.
My Hero right now is Naruto before Naruto Shippuden. Because a lot of people feel like all this junk is going to go down the manga. Like if
it is going down.
All this junk is going to go down. They're going to have a time skip because they stand no chance.
They better have a time skip.
They have to have a time.
They have to have one.
I wish they would try to explain this.
Shigaraki is fucking shit up right now.
But what I have to say is I think maybe in terms of how the story is going, I will easily make the argument that it's kind of going past Naruto. But when I'm talking about impact and popularity and stuff like that, I don't see it yet because I don't see the outcry.
The casuals.
That makes sense. Yeah, like I don't see
even casuals outcry.
Do this.
Like even casuals do this.
Yeah,
like I don't see how. I just don't see that. I don't see how My Hero has that yet.
I see more casuals doing Naruto run than Deku.
And it's over. And it's done.
Right. So not yet. It still can happen, but just not yet.
Yeah, I don't see it yet.
Ain't a thought, bro.
Let me see. Okay, I had to pull up the live chat for a second because it just was not coming up for me on the actual streaming platform.
Okay.
There we go. So, next one we getting into is this one right here. It says Sakura is the most. Well, they should have had it. Is there the most annoying? I'm tired of these people with man.
This the internet, bro. It's the internet.
It's the internet. It's the internet. You know, there is no punctuation in the internet.
Like it's not even punctuation. Like instantly, my brain says is because I know that. Like, oh my gosh, the most annoying character in anime history. She is a gigantic thought.
Why she a thought?
Okay, I just
right. Why she a thought? She was chasing the same nigga.
I'm guessing because of Sasuke. I don't know.
She was chasing the same dude.
She was simping. She was simping, but
so she
was
kissed one other nigga on the
Yeah.
cheek, and now she a thought, huh?
that's all. That's all it takes. That dude was hurt. He got hurt in his life, and it was like Sakura. That's what it is. Nah,
She like all the other thoughts.
yes,
She like all the other.
All of them the same.
Yeah, that's
all
what he
of them
thought.
the same.
Yeah, he was hurt in his life. That's all it was.
As much as I dislike Sakura, she's not the worst anime character. Excalibur from Soul Eater is out. I hate Excalibur from Soul Eater for every fiber of my being.
I fucking love Excalibur, bro.
I can't stand his ass. He's just so annoying and loud for no reason and just fucks everything up. As much as I dislike her, I just don't think she's the worst anime character, man. You can make an argument for anybody else. I almost feel like a lot of other people.
I got so many memes of Saber holding actual Excalibur from Soul Eater, and that shit's just hilarious to me, though.
Okay, that's kind of funny though. That's funny though.
That is funny.
I want to see that actually. You fool.
Yeah, you might want to send that in chat.
Yeah, send that. I need to see that later. But what else we got?
All right, so next one is Naruto is obsessed with Sakura.
Nah, they meant Sasuke.
Oh,
right, they meant Sasuke.
They meant Sasuke.
Let me.
I think he spelled Sasuke wrong.
I think he spelled Sasuke wrong. Life could have went on peacefully if he minded his own damn business.
Okay,
Naruto.
Yeah, Naruto would have.
Naruto's whole business was being a Jinchuriki and niggas trying to kidnap him. So what the fuck are they talking about?
Did they even watch? Like Tatsuki wasn't out there. Like Pain wasn't gonna come get that ass.
No, he would have had
like Orochimaru wasn't trying to destroy the village.
Yeah, I mean, like
peaceful life until he died in his sleep because they stole the Nine Tails.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Like
you just left Sasuke alone.
Like countless people wasn't in war and wasn't trying to destroy the Leaf Village. Like, what are you talking about?
Like it wasn't a ninja world. Like, what the fuck?
It's like, okay, cool. I don't understand this. Like, people just get all on the Naruto, Sasuke, like, they're in love, blah, blah, blah. Where does this come from?
The BL community.
Yeah, I don't. People are weird, bro.
That's the BL community.
So we got a 2-in-1 combo right here because I could tell these are gonna be the same ones.
All right.
Zoro is honestly a lame character.
No.
Zoro?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No. That's just a no. I don't even know.
Sure. Sanji fans would disagree in that shit.
Yeah, Sanji fans would definitely disagree. But
even though he did get slashed by a poo, and I don't really like them. Anyways.
You guys ready for this subwoofer?
I tell you, niggas is so mad when it wasn't the hood translation of the base. I'm like, bro, look, that matches his character more. And they're like, no, man, that sounds lame. I'm like, come on, bro. You go look at him talk at Sabaody, and that's just how he talks.
You guys ready for this subwoofer?
My God.
Yo, it's hilarious.
That's crazy.
Demon Slayer visual appeal and animation is better than the plot / show itself. I would actually.
I disagree.
I would agree.
I would disagree up until a certain point. Because you're not gonna tell me all of Demon Slayer was gas up until that fucking last arc. I'm so sorry you're not telling me that.
You talking about in the anime?
Yeah, you're not telling me.
No, you talking about the manga.
And manga in general. So like if you're gonna say the overall plot, I'm gonna look at overall plot. And I don't think I can't give it because
I was just looking at it from the anime standpoint.
I think for me is that from the beginning, I kind of like that while the plot did end in a twist, I kind of knew where the plot was going as far as Nezuko, and I was like, this seems like it's going in really mid because like the way the goal is just
it might be lower than mid.
I mean, that goal itself, I mean, their ending, I would say, is probably better than just him somehow finding a way to get Nezuko undemonized, and then that be the end of the show. Because like that was really his goal.
That was his goal.
That was the goal from the whole point.
Yeah, like I don't think he cared about anything else that much outside of that itself.
I disagree.
Yeah,
he wanted to kill Muzan. He wanted to kill Muzan for sure.
Yeah, I feel like he wanted to kill Muzan.
The way he killed him was kind of BS, but I mean, whatever.
Yeah, the way it went down wasn't great, but he had the drive For sure.
Here's the thing, though. If Muzan offered, like, okay, I'll change her back, you gotta let me go, I'm 100% sure Tanjiro's taking that.
No, because he wanted revenge for his family. He wanted revenge for his family. No, he definitely wanted revenge for his family. No, he brought it up. Because he brought it up. He definitely wanted revenge for his family. No, he definitely did. Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
But niggas out here, fighting in heaven and shit.
Right. All right. What else we got?
which is another misconception. Okay, quick Demon Slayer hot take of my own. People forget that if it's true that the powers, that the element stuff is imaginary, right? That people do realize that means that these are regular humans fighting demons based on natural sword skill that they taught themselves, which makes the characters 10 times more impressive than them being able, because the breathing styles became way more impressive to me after hearing that, because it's like they're fighting supernatural demons literally, but they're learning how to just use the oxygen and breathing technique, and you can look this stuff up. This is real stuff. They actually learned this to be able to extend their body movement and stuff like that. I find that extremely impressive. I don't know. I feel like the way the TL took that was weird. I find it really impressive.
I took that kind of iffy is because, like, no, the funniest thing to me is that the Rock nigga couldn't imagine his element.
Man.
And I don't know.
I didn't think about that. Hold on.
The fact that he didn't have an element, like you couldn't see his element and he was blind, just made you think, like, did she do that shit on purpose?
Probably. That nigga was the rawest one.
How dare they say that it was imaginary? That's all I gotta say. How dare they? Like that threw the whole series out there.
I still haven't seen the proof of that either. Like, I keep asking for, like, where is it from, and nobody's shown me the volume that they keep saying is from.
No way. It's not imaginary.
Someone showed me.
I haven't seen that,
but I haven't pulled it up afterwards.
What?
Yeah, I haven't seen that. So I mean, if one of y'all know it, so I'd love to see it, but I haven't seen that.
I just haven't seen it.
It was an interview or some shit like that. Somebody showed me the translation from the interview or whatever. But
somebody showed me a volume transcript, like at the end where they put like a editorial thing, and I was like, "What volume is it from?" And they never could tell me, and I was like, "Okay."
Made up to me.
So
yeah, because
you said an interview and I just said a volume transcript. That's weird.
Right, sound made up to me. But all right, what else we got?
Nah, because one thing about that was like, even if that was the case, it didn't make sense because, like, I was always wondering where their powers came from in the first place, because I know demons had their powers from demon magic, whatever. But it's like, okay, how are you swinging a sword and creating water? So it was just like, if it's imaginary, it does make sense. But if it's not, it doesn't, because there are times where, like, they do shit where they, like, other people mention the power itself. So it's kind of like contradicting each other while also having its own credibility for it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I really don't know. But outside of that, like, the only problem I had outside of that, even if it was imaginary, was the fact that I still don't believe that the upper demon moon, who is physically strong as fuck in comparison to humans, and also has breathing style, is losing to humans with breathing style. That just like that didn't sit well with me. That was the only other thing that didn't sit well with me. But we're gonna get to this next one. Right here. We got Akira and Ghost in the Shell are more influential and important to anime than DBZ will ever be. And also DBZ is mid right after that.
DBZ is very mid.
It is very mid, but like, I mean,
more influential. I mean,
to say more influential than DBZ, I don't know about that.
I don't know about that one.
You can't give it that, man.
I can't give it more influential.
Who doesn't know about Dragon Ball Z? Even if you go to some, random person on the street.
Like random niggas who never watched any other anime.
They know Goku.
Still, they're like, is that Goku?
Anime to Dragon Ball Z.
Exactly.
Right.
It's like,
and they know Goku before anybody.
Yeah, it's like, is that? I mean, I've dated girls. Is that Goku? No, it's not Goku. Like, who the hell do you think that is? But anyways,
over there,
that's
Naruto. What are you talking about?
Just for the sake of argument, I'll play devil's advocate, right? And let's just say does it mean, for example, if I was to walk up on somebody in the street and go, do you know who Astro Boy is? And they say, no. And I go, do you know who Goku is? And they go, yes. Mm-hmm. Does that mean Goku's more influential than Astro Boy? I'm going to tell you no. And the reason why I tell you no is because Astro Boy is the starter and great-grandfather of everything. And Astro Boy was the first anime to come over here to the West. It was the first thing to start bringing over the, you know what I'm saying, the animation was top-notch, and people, that's when it's, you know, it brought animation to the next level, even over here in the West. Like, you can go do this type of research on this stuff. So it makes you wonder if it's influencing the people who create this content more than it's influencing the people consuming it, which one's more influential? Just me playing devil's advocate. Because it's a conversation I have all the time.
I mean, I guess it really depends.
Get out.
Yeah, like, no.
I'm just saying, like, it's a really interesting conversation.
I mean, I feel you, but I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just playing devil's advocate. Like, I'm not disagreeing with what you guys said. I'm kind of more on you guys' side, but it makes me think, though, because when you look at Ghost in the Shell and you look at Akira, those are things that you look at Akira Toriyama, he's going to look at you like, yeah, those things have heavily influenced me in doing what I do. So what do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, because everything is influenced by something. We all know this.
Right.
But at the same time, given what it's done for the medium of anime as a whole, and giving how even casuals or somebody's grandma would know Goku before anybody, I think that just speaks more volumes. To me personally.
I'm just going to say that when it comes to, yes, Dragon Ball was influenced by a lot of other things, but when you get to Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z, when you get there, that's when it takes off, and the influence rises even more. So I mean, like, you can say the thing that got Dragon Ball to where it is you know, 7 out of 10 influential, but when you get to Dragon Ball, it influenced everything else. Everybody knows about it. So the influence worldwide is so much greater than what came before it.
Yeah, I think the thing is, like, yeah, you can say something influenced something else to a degree, like where something influenced Dragon Ball, but let's put it into perspective, right? Say Astro Boy influenced like Dragon Ball and like 2 other manga artists, but then Dragon Ball influenced like 30 of them. Will we count Astro Boy to be the influencer of that 30, or are we seeing it separately to where like Astro Boy influenced this 3 and it has its fans, and then Dragon Ball influenced this 30 plus its fans and whoever else knows about it?
Well, to answer your question, one, I don't want nobody to think that Astro Boy only influenced 3 mangaka.
It was just an example.
No. I'm just saying. I just want to let people who are watching. Astro Boy has influenced all y'all favorite mangaka directly. Like, not side. I'm saying directly. Like, you know what I'm saying? But 2, I would say yes. I would give it to Astro Boy personally, because you got to think if he didn't do what he did, right? If Astro Boy didn't become a thing, it makes you think, where would the industry of manga be? It's like Walt Disney. As much as I don't like Walt Disney as who he may be, when you look at how Walt Disney has affected cartoons, affected the West, that's like a thing. And the creator of Astro Boy is the Walt Disney in Japan. That's his status. So it makes you just really wonder, you know. But I'm not disagreeing.
I get what you're saying.
I'm just the devil's advocate of it, where I can entirely see someone feeling like something like Akira, Ghost in the Shell, Astro Boy, things like that are more influential pieces because they start the kicker. You know what I'm saying? They get it there where you can't be mad at them for maybe not being as influential because they're starting it. You get what I'm saying? They're opening that door. You know what I'm saying? They're kicking the door down. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of, you know, that's how I look at it personally.
You're not wrong for looking at it, but
like that. I mean, you can make an argument either way.
Yeah, you can make an argument.
But you say, what if? I mean, what if they didn't come out? Somebody else might have come out with something that would have been just as influential. You never know.
But then I would give it to them. You get what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. It's like,
and then you can say, well, whatever influenced the creator of Astro Boy, shouldn't he take it all? And then it's just a cycle that keeps going. So
all right. The next one is One Piece. animation is too trash for me to watch. Anyways, next.
Hold on, go the one below that.
Yeah. JoJo over Hunter x Hunter in every aspect. Parasite. Okay,
what?
This man got.
Wait, what?
I would like to discuss that one. Hold on.
Wait, JoJo over who?
Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter in every aspect. Parasite is better than Death Note, and Demon Slayer is better than Black Clover. Vinland Saga over AOT. Wow.
I am not a JoJo fan at all. I keep trying to get into JoJo. We talked about it before. I keep trying to get into JoJo. I just cannot.
I did like. I'll tell you personally. I dropped JoJo like so many times.
Exactly. Me too.
You're not the only one.
And then I finally watched it all the way through. And if I was to rank the parts by the series, I like part 5. I would say it's 5, 1, 2, 4, and 3.
What the fuck?
No. Okay, hold on. No. 2, 3, then 4.
Hold on.
2, 3, then 4.
The fact you got 4 at the bottom got me twisted. Hold on. The fact you got 4 at the bottom got me twisted. That got me twisted. Okay, I'll be real with you here. I'm not a JoJo guy. Right, and part 4 was the JoJo part that had me like, oh, this is why motherfuckers like JoJo's. You get what I'm saying?
That was part 5 for me for some reason. It was
part 5 carried. Part 5 carried that to agree on, right? But parts 1, 2, and 3 had me like, why do y'all like this shit?
Exactly. I keep trying.
Okay, if I'm gonna be honest, I think the fact that the British voice and watching in dub for part 1 and 2 is why they so high for me, because that shit just made it so much better to watch and them having British voices and everything.
I understand that, baby.
It just like the characters felt more in character perspective, and then like part 3, I kind of had some issues with like. I wouldn't say exactly the way they were doing fights. Yeah, it was a lot of stuff. Like this man JoJo just started flying around at the end. This man Dio is like obviously being super incompetent with his powers. You know, y'all call him like the greatest villain ever. Like it was the greatest JoJo villain. That nigga was. It was just like disgusting. It was annoying to me. Like I was sitting here watching Dio have waste an entire 5 seconds or like 6 seconds of time. Yes, talking, jumping around, and singing, and like JoJo. And then JoJo is able to use like his extra 1 second because Dio wasted all his to beat his ass, and it's just like it was just annoying to me. Like I couldn't stand it.
And I think so this is me. I tried to start part 1 of JoJo's for 3 years. I can't try like 3 years of trying, and eventually. I was like, fuck the bullshit. I'm just going to pick up the colored manga and see if I can deal with that. And I think me being able to consume it at my own pace, and I'm a speed reader, and not having to sit through all of the flash and all like just the flamboyancy of it, I think I was able to deal with it more, even though the manga still has that. But it wasn't like as like I have to sit through 15 seconds of him doing like this.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to sit through that. You know what I'm saying? So I can just like keep scrolling, you know? So I think as I was like going through the manga, it wasn't until part 4 because I wanted to consume it and give a full in-depth thing on it because somebody asked me to. It wasn't until part 4 where I was like, okay, hold on now. I'm understanding why I like this shit. The powers are so creative. The characters are hilarious. The slice of life moments fit. It goes well what's going on. You're not getting this random slice of life moment and then like, okay, so let's say the characters go and meet this random character on the side of the street, right? And they had this whole episode with him. He doesn't just disappear the rest of the series. He's there the rest of the part. You're going to see him again the rest of the part. He's going to have an important part the rest of the part. You know what I'm saying? And that happens with like 4, 5, 6 characters within one part. And I like that type of stuff, you know? And part 5, I think carried that, but I think the JoJo in part 5 is one of the worst JoJos. I don't like Giorno compared to all the other ones. He seems very like
gangstar.
His cast carries him. Period.
I feel like his cast I definitely feel like in that. That's what I was saying. Like, while I do like Giorno still, the entire group in part 5 themselves were just like it wasn't just like. JoJo being the main character, and then you got everybody else like fucking polar ass, annoying ass, or whatever. Like you literally loved almost every character in part 5 for the like by themselves.
I think 4 was that way for me too, and then so 5 I think carry, and then 6.
I can't even go to JoJo's. I can't get past the first.
But that's a hard watch, man.
It really is a hard watch, though. But against Hunter, man, I could watch Hunter every day of the week, over and over again.
Over JoJo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, definitely.
It might be my
funny
number one.
Because I tell you, I didn't introduce girls into anime using Hunter x Hunter. Boy,
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
you can give Hunter to a casual, they'll enjoy it. JoJo's, they might be like, what am I watching? You know, like.
So, do you even like me? Because I feel like you just said.
Right.
All right. What else we got?
All right. Next one we got. Boom. Let's see. DBZ doesn't have a plot. It's just people fighting with no character development whatsoever.
Okay.
They do realize that character development is literally all DBZ is, right? Now, this is the thing. Like, okay, people forget that character development and character progression is not the same thing. Character progression is when you start to see a character's mentality change. You know, you'll start to see things about them change, stuff like that. Development is you understanding who a character is and what you're seeing within the things that they're going through. And all we're seeing in DBZ is what the characters go through and how they react to it. So
DBZ is like the epitome of character development. Shout out to Vegeta.
You're literally,
like Vegeta,
like,
Gohan, Trunks,
Piccolo.
Goku, even to a degree.
But Vegeta, Gohan, and Trunks, Piccolo are examples of character progression that is done very well within Dragon Ball. Because you got to understand, for those small characters that has character progression within Dragon Ball, it's done so well. You got Vegeta, like you said, Piccolo, like you said, Trunks, future Trunks, like you said. Those are Gohan. Those are progressive characters where they were one way. It's changed throughout the story because of events happening to them. But development is simply you're developing the character. You're showing me who the character is. You get what I'm saying? You're laying the groundwork for the character. So everybody else, we're watching how they react to stuff. Goku is just a character who we're watching react to shit.
Exactly.
That's it. He's a static character who you're just sitting there watching how he reacts.
I want to see how my son reacts when I give you a Tensu pain. Here you go.
You know what I'm saying? But that's who Goku is, though. That's really who he is, though. So when people say development, Twitter has this, that's a misconception with Twitter in general. And sorry, my writing degrees, like, you know, my writing major's coming out of me, but that's just what it is. Like, that development is just how you're seeing the characters be and how they are. And the progression is what people act like they want to see. Where it's, did you change when you had the traumatic event? And did you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they be talking about. They want to see progression, growth. That's not the same thing.
So this next one is, Madara and Obito should have wiped the floor with the Allied nations, which honestly I just agree with. I don't even know if that's a bad take.
Wait, should what?
Madara and Obito should have wiped the floor with the Allied nations.
You said you disagree or you agree?
I kind of agree with that.
I agree with that as well.
Yeah,
like the overpoweredness that these two were together it just made no sense. Like
Madara did white majority of the ass by himself though.
The Ten-Tails was supposed to be able to black slap the shit out of Kurama with slight work, and the fact that shit was around should have been the indicator that they lost.
Yeah, but next one after that is Demon Slayer has already surpassed Naruto. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, we skipping those two.
Next.
Gohan is garbage and has the worst character development in all anime history.
I just had the conversation about what development is. Next.
Yeah.
Like, hey, look.
I love Gohan, but like,
this is why niggas be getting on y'all girls about anime. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Killua Godspeed and his electric nin transmutation taking on y'all fave MCs, and he's winning. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Killua is not Lightspeed and Godspeed.
Oh my bro!
I just want everybody to understand.
It's just a name, but it's
a guy inside Brago's server. If I know Brago from yesterday, And his name is Hisoka. He's supposedly like a Hunter x Hunter guy. And he thinks that Killua's power is pretty much like the Nin version of Ultra Instinct. And I was like, dog, that's not how that works.
What? No.
Like, that's not.
No.
Oh, my God.
What does he mean by that?
Like, he said Killua wins because he gets faster than his opponent no matter what or some shit like that. And he was like, that's pretty much Ultra Instinct.
He's right. Like, okay. No. He's right in the Ultra Instinct factor where he's saying Killua is given the opportunity to react.
Yeah. Exactly.
But does he have the actual speed? That's the, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing. And what Whirlwind allows, and what Whirlwind does is how he freezes you. But the actual aspect of Godspeed is basically his body overriding his brain, basically overriding him thinking. So instead of him thinking to dodge it, his brain's just making him dodge it. He's not thinking about it. So it's not the same thing.
In the anime, like the narrator explains that he pretty much made set programs to respond to certain movements automatically. So like if he sees your left arm twitch, then he's going to the opposite side to punch you. So it's like, I mean, to a degree it is, but I feel like it's also
more
not
technical. It's not because of how the power system works within Dragon Ball. But if you want to talk about the technicality of what you look at it on paper, it can be very similar, but they're not the same when you break them down.
They have, next one is the Kamiga Kill, is just Demon Slayer's lame cousin.
Next one.
People that rewatch the same shonen, especially Dragon Ball, Yu Yu Hakusho, One Piece, Naruto, Hunter x Hunter, all of their lives instead of finding new genre. I mean, I doubt that people just rewatch the same 5 anime. I don't even think
especially some of the longest ones.
I'm not rewatching One Piece or Naruto again.
I rewatched Hunter x Hunter 12 times. Yeah, and I will promise you that but I promise you that I've dived into like a million other anime and manga in between time.
Right.
So
like
I'd have rewatched all of Naruto, so I mean
I've rewatched Dragon Ball like probably twice or so. I have not rewatched. I will go back and refresh up on things in One Piece and Naruto, but I will not rewatch the whole series. I don't feel the need to rewatch
all of Bleach before. So I mean, next.
All right. Itachi didn't need to kill the Uchihas. He simply had to kill Hiruzen or Danzo, something he could have easily have done with his Anabu connects. What?
So did he forget that there was a whole rebellion that they were planning?
Yes,
did he forget that the Uchiha was trying to take over? Right, like what?
It's like, it doesn't make any sense because it's like they literally state that if the Uchiha were to go to war, like in the Silver War, they would get wiped out without a doubt. There was no chance that they were winning. So it's like for you to think that he was, I don't even think that he thought he was going to kill Hiruzen. Right. I could understand probably Danzo, and which Danzo is even training himself because like
Itachi didn't think he was killing Hiruzen. Please, first of all, he wouldn't be able to, but he definitely didn't think. It didn't cross his mind. Yeah, it never would have.
Especially at that age, it was no way.
Yeah, not bro.
He's dying.
Itachi was nowhere near strong enough.
Hiruzen would have waxed the shit out of
the shit out of that nigga.
Right. like I don't think people realize just how strong Hiruzen was.
The only other nigga named God of Ninja for a reason.
Right.
Just saying, like, all right. And another thing people forget is that Hiruzen, literally in his old age, when they reincarnated him, was sitting there almost outdoing the other Hokage. Right. To a degree, like they were legit getting stuck in a tree and all types of shit, and Hiruzen's just like helping this nigga Naruto out and shit. Like, you need help, buddy? Like it's crazy. But next one is SAO is better than K and Y, JoJo, and Berserk. Hey, look, Bino, this is one of your friends.
SAO not better than SAO. How about that?
SAO's not better than
SAO not better than this light novel. Like, what the fuck? Like, come on now. Next. It's not even better than this light novel. Next topic.
Hey, look. Third Hokage fucked up a lot of ninjas' lives. He lied to Minato and Kushina, basically. Kind of didn't give a fuck about Naruto. The third could have told Sasuke a lot about his brother to keep him in the village. or told Naruto, or told the people Naruto was the fourth Hokage's son.
Yeah.
I can debunk a lot of this.
Okay, go ahead.
I can debunk a lot of this. For one, it's already stated. It's stated in books that the reason why he didn't tell about Naruto being the fourth Hokage's son is because the fourth Hokage's enemies would have came after him. So he kept that a secret for a reason. Him not telling Sasuke, which we've seen inside a different story where Sasuke, no matter what, goes off and becomes evil. Like, it doesn't make a difference what you do.
And also Itachi said don't say shit.
Yeah, that too. Like, he didn't want his brother to hate the village in the first place.
And as far as the Naruto thing
even
goes,
though he still did.
It's like they make that a point to show that Sasuke is always going to end up leaving the village.
But as far as that Naruto part goes, I mean, he could have said, "Hey, everyone, stop being a dick to him," you know.
I mean, like,
he could have at least done that.
In the same book, it says that he tried to tell the people that it wasn't Naruto's fault, and the people were doing that anyways. So the whole reason it became a hush-hush situation is because of the fact that he didn't want them openly revolting on Naruto. So, like, it was kind of like Naruto was getting a side eye in secret. That's the reason why everybody was so, like, secretive about it instead of openly hating him. Because the third Hokage didn't allow that.
About to say, still secretive hate.
Yeah, like, from Naruto's point of view, we can easily see it. But, like, they couldn't purposely go and attack Naruto, like a whole riot, go after Naruto because they think he did something and they hate him because he wouldn't allow it.
But how about the third Hokage? Just like, oh, you know, this is the fourth Hokage's son. I'm taking him in because he's the fourth Hokage's son. Nine Tails, like, you just take the little boy in. Like, what's the point of this hatred towards this little kid his entire life?
Yeah, but Kishimoto wrote in those books that he didn't show any favoritism to him because he was a Hokage. So he had to, like, give him money in secret and everything else. And the whole thing with, like, Naruto having spoiled milk, it's kind of iffy because you do realize Sasuke was living alone with the same money. He was giving money to Sasuke too, and he was living alone, and Sasuke was living fine. Like, he knew what to do with his stuff. So it was kind of a little bit of immaturity, but
you're dealing with a child though. But you're still You're still dealing with a kid, and so I think my stance on it is, and I always go back to this is just Kishimoto's writing, and in the long run, his writing just ain't what it should be. And I just like to say that. Bumshimoto. But I would just like to say that with Hiruzen, there comes a time when I know you're a Hokage, but there's some bigger shit going on, you know? And I kind of feel like he could have, for the sake of, you can put Anbu Black Ops to protect Naruto and people know that he's the fourth son. You're supposed to be a village who's in unity anyway. You don't want to protect your village's fourth Hokage's offspring? And then the truth is that your fourth Hokage gave his life to not only save everyone, but his child, to lock away the beast. And I mean, when you really break down the story, it just makes me feel like Kishimoto kind of didn't let Hiruzen be a strong enough leader. In the
he was a horrible leader in that aspect.
And so in terms of social aspect, he wasn't socially an adept at all. He didn't know how to be a leader within the community as people, which is why they didn't respect him trying to tell them that he was the fourth Hokage's son. That's why they didn't respect it, because they didn't really respect you. You get what I'm saying? They respected you, protect them in a fight, you know, but they wasn't listening to you saying, this is Minato's child, y'all. He died protecting his child in the village, y'all. We're going to protect this kid. He's a Jinchuriki, so he's already going to be an enemy of the world. You get what I'm saying? You know, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, what happens when Naruto turns into a Sasuke and goes off and wants to kill everybody in the village because he like gets treated like crap the entire time? What happens then? Like,
people forget that the first chapter of Naruto was Naruto easily being persuaded to break into the Hokage mansion to steal a forbidden scroll.
I mean,
people forget that was the first. He easily was persuaded. You get what I'm saying? To just go and rob the Hokage's mansion.
You saying the Leaf got lucky that Naruto just had a good spirit and didn't want to kill everybody?
Yes, they got lucky that the plot of destiny came into would be a thing.
No, they got lucky that Talk No Jutsu was invented.
Oh, exactly. Exactly.
Hey,
that's what they got lucky by.
Naruto learned talk no jutsu from that first nigga who talked him into robbing the mansion.
Exactly.
This just really works.
Hey, look.
All right. I guess
we gonna
wrap it up soon, or
we got an hour right here.
Yeah, we're gonna do one last one.
Find a good one.
Akainu did nothing wrong. People hate him so much because he killed their MCM. Given a chance, other admirals would have done the same thing.
I don't really disagree.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Akainu's really a bad person. He just do what he gotta do.
Yeah, he's doing his job.
He's just doing his job.
Pirates gotta die.
Yeah.
You feel me? Niggas gotta go.
All right, y'all. So, that's gonna be it for this panel. I believe our next one is what is the next panel, by the way?
Is it Shonen Pioneers? Or?
Yeah, I believe it is Shonen Pioneers. But yeah, we got a next one coming up in, I believe, 30 minutes. You guys stay tuned. Look out for the Twitter. We have my man Danchou right here. And then we got, I gotta see y'all too. What are y'all two's names outside of like y'all what's their names?
Like I'm Discord always Jcarson.
All right. Is you next?
Big Games Network and Hunters Association podcast.
Oh, okay. Then it's me.
Please don't forget our charities and donations, y'all.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Down below, we have the two charities. We have COVID-19 and we have Black Lives Matter charity. Are these links back working again, y'all?
I think they are.
Yeah.
As Sensei says, if you don't think you can donate, send it out.
Right now, we have a total of $1,211 for both of the charities together, y'all. So we're grateful for everything you guys have done to come out and support. And we will catch you guys on another panel if you see one of us.
Right.
Or we'll catch you on the timeline.
All right.
But peace out.